Guys, what's going on? Welcome to Cereal at Midnight. My name is Heath, and I am joined by my friend Eric Griggs from the Pop Trash Museum for another Christmas in July episode. Eric, what's going on?
Hey, Santa Claus.
I see the music behind you. We're talking music. You've got some Christmas in July music picks. What do you have on the docket for us here?
I started a Spotify playlist, which you can put a link in below. When you pitched, hey, let's have a conversation about music and Christmas in July, I was thinking, why is most of the Christmas music we listen to kind of stuck in the 40s and 50s? It's very classic. I mean, there's nostalgia there for sure. Pop Trash Museum, we talk about nostalgic things. But really, in the time period we're in, this is like not even our parents' music, maybe grandparents' music. When this Christmas music that we all know and love and hear every year, it's like no one who originally heard that on the radio is going to be alive soon. So why aren't more modern Christmas songs kind of picked up on the radio and in heavy rotation? What are your thoughts about that before we jump in?
That's interesting. I haven't really thought about that. Even the new music, right? It's like cover versions of a lot of older songs, right? I'm trying to think of somebody really hip and trendy right now. It'd be I don't the driver's license girl doing a cover of I saw three ships come sailing in. I don't know. Yeah, why like did music stop at World War II? What's up with that? What do you think? Tradition, right?
Yeah, it's pretty much, I think, tradition and like your that sense of home. Your parents played it. It's like year after year, it's familiar. And I think like a lot of acts today, they release Christmas albums every year, of course. And sometimes they'll sprinkle a new song in there, but it's like you said, mostly covers and the old standards.
Right.
And I think that gives people the perception of all newly written Christmas music is garbage, right? Well, wrong. To write a really good Christmas song, I mean, it takes talent. I mean, you have to make it sound like Christmas. You have to be clever. You have to kind of throw in those old tropes of all of what is Christmas. But there are some really brilliant ones. And hopefully the viewers agree if they take a listen to the Spotify playlist. I got to tell you, it's dumb. It's stupid. It's rude even, but it is a party. This list, I think, I go so far to say is it's like the fourth whiskey in your next eggnog. It's like the family brawl that brings the Christmas tree down. So I hope people enjoy it. We're going to just highlight a few of the tracks that are on there. How does that sound?
Absolutely. The Spotify list is linked in the description of this video. So if you want to scroll down and have it playing in the background while you watch, mood music, right?
Sounds good. Yeah. So I've tried to kind of capture the spirit of Christmas. It's primarily, it's got funny songs on it. It's got heartwarming. It's got wistful. It's got naughty ones. It's got traditional ones. You name it. It's got that. But we're going to talk about it's primarily all new Christmas songs, more modern, a variety of acts. There's a couple standards that I had to throw in there. Like we kick it off with K-Star. Everybody's waiting for the man with the bag. I mean, I love a real brassy gal shouting the lyrics of a Christmas song. So we had to kick it off strong so that we know it's a party. Similarly, you'll see, Bette Midler's Cool Yule on there. Kristen Chenoweth is on there. But speaking of a brassy gal, if you're not familiar with this is heavy on the playlist. Sharon Jones and the Dap-Kings. This is just a fantastic album. If you don't own it, run out and buy it. It's a holiday soul party. There's great songs like 8 Days of Hanukkah, Ain't No Chimneys in the Project, Funky Little Drummer Boy, Big Bulbs. She's just an inspiration. I got to tell you, as somebody who had late success in her life, not till she was 40 did she really kind of hit widespread appeal, and all of her soul albums are just fantastic. So put that on top of Christmas, magic.
Now, I have one of her albums. I don't have the Christmas album, but the whole thing is like she's relatively, now she's passed, right? She's passed away. but it's modern. I mean, it's new. It's relatively new music, but it sounds like it's like 60s, early 70s soul, kind of that Detroit sound maybe. And if you didn't know, it's almost like even the album art and everything, it feels so retro. And that's a huge selling point for me, and I think for you too.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, she's got maybe 5 or 6 albums before she passed,
Hmm.
more than 5 years ago. Real loss. I mean, she's an incredible singer. The Dap-Kings. Sorry, I said Daptones. They're just it's Daptone Records.
Yeah.
They're just phenomenal. Even if you don't like Christmas music, check out some of her other albums. So we'll move along
Okay.
to what I would call like hipster Christmas music. She and Him, 2 albums, Zoe Deschanel and Emma Ward. And I would even throw in a little Casey Musgraves Christmas. They would kind of fit in the same wheelhouse of She and Him is a lot of Christmas covers. Casey Musgrave also, but some original songs. And the one I put on the playlist for Casey is have a really Willie Christmas duet with Willie Nelson. So have you heard that one? What do
I'm not familiar with Willie Nelson. Is that is he new? No. Yes,
you?
yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a great line in there. May we all be higher than the angel on the top of the tree. You just, again, people think there's nothing new under the sun for Christmas music. Yes, there is. Willie and Casey, it's fantastic. She also did an Amazon Prime special, so if, the second Christmas album. So if you're looking for some video or something to put on in the background, I highly recommend that one too.
Excellent. Anything else you want to talk about?
Well, I mean, talking about classics, you
There you
can't get more
go.
classic than Dean Martin. And I put Marshmallow World on there. It kind of breaks the rules of the playlist, but it's my playlist and I get to choose. So I did it. You can't, it's not a mega hit. I don't think Marshmallow World is in the rotation. So it's not like Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas or Jingle Bells or things that just you hear on loop. It's in the mix, but it's one of my favorites, maybe my second favorite Christmas song. And the Dean Martin Christmas special, I watch it religiously every year. It's hilarious. It's like dancing crazy Santas in a loop. He sings Marshmallow World and just in the Dean Martin style, just loungy, having fun, messing up the lyrics, just chain smoking and drinking. It's everything that you would expect from like a 60s Christmas. So
Yeah.
I know you're a big Dean Martin fan as well.
I am, yeah. It's the appeal of Dean Martin. I mean, it's like he's effortlessly cool because he just doesn't care. And having read biographies about him, that's the thing is he did not care. He was like he would be in his dressing room watching football or like cowboy movies on TV, and they'd be like, "You're on," and he'd be like, well, 5 more minutes, and then he'd come out and he didn't care. And that somehow translates into but because he was good at what he did, he made it fun to watch, and because he wasn't taking it too seriously, we didn't have to take it too serious. He wasn't trying very hard. um, Sometimes we've talked a lot about camp before. You and I have a video about camp. Sometimes it can feel you feel effort behind certain things, but Dean Martin was just effortless at whatever he did, and that music, I mean, I love a Marshmallow World. There's a good cover. Have you heard the Raoul Walsh cover of Marshmallow World? That's one to recommend if you haven't heard.
No,
It's really good. It's from maybe 10, 15 years ago. But I love that one too. So yeah, Dean Martin, great Christmas special, great album. I think they reissued that on CD. I'm the old timer. I'm like CD. It's weird that the vinyl is cooler than the CD now, but they reissued it recently on CD, the Dean Martin Christmas album. Anything else?
the last one I will say is since it was released, I think it's probably 6 or 7 years ago, is RuPaul's Sleigh Bells, and it's SLAYBELLES, which is a great pun to begin with. Rue's on the cover, hair is white as snow. It's a great mix of what I was talking about that is indicative of the playlist. If y'all give it a spin, it's a mix of really funny, subversive songs, and then heartfelt, and then traditional songs. And it's got little interstitials where she's talking with people that are on Drag Race and the pit crew and folks that are just kind of funny little intros to songs. And you'll just probably never recover after you hear Jingle Dem Bells when it's you got to shake it to the right and jingle to the left, and it's a heavy rap track and with some dance in there, and you just can't beat Mama Ru singing bake them cookies for Santa Claus. It's just wild. It's a wild ride. There are a couple other tracks from it on the Spotify playlist. And I think you all like it.
So you're talking about like the order and the structure and the mix of that album. When you're making the Spotify playlist, did it feel like the old mixtape days when you have to like, well, you start here and like you mentioned starting with energy and stuff, like there's like a structure to it. You don't just throw songs randomly into a playlist, right?
Yeah, I mean, that probably comes from mixtape days when you would be like, I have this much amount of space on this side A and side B, and I'm gonna like time it out and get the flow of things. It's kind of fun to curate that in a way and have that flow. Comment below if you listen to it and see if I did a good job or not.
Did you record any of these with like a boombox set against the radio? That's right. Do you remember those?
Hit record and hope that the radio announcer isn't talking over the intro.
And you'd always miss the first few seconds, so you'd be missing. Yeah. This was fantastic. So tell people, first of all, the shirt. We have to talk about.
Merry Christmas.
Tell people why you're wearing that shirt. Go ahead.
So I do pop culture drawings. We have pins and shirts over at queerprints.com, so you can pick up some great pop culture treasures there. But I also curate the Pop Trash Museum, as you had mentioned, which is more about articles and writers and folks talking about crazy little blips on the pop culture history timeline. So we post articles pretty recently, myself and then some other writers. We've done some radio shows. We need to get back into that, but definitely check out poptrashmuseum.com.
And you have the Jack A account. You need to talk about, like, that's a big deal.
Yeah, Jack A. So I collaborated with her for the Merry Christmas pin. So there's a pin set that you can get in the Queer Print store. So hopefully people will check it out and purchase some pins.
So I'll put all the links to that in the description of this video, along with that Spotify playlist. You also designed Cereal at Midnight shirts. A lot of the shirts that people can go buy at the Cereal at Midnight store, the shirt shop, they're your designs, and I love them. And people love them. Like, we get so many compliments on those shirts, and it's you. So I love it. Thank you.
We'll have to refresh them. If your viewers have any ideas or thoughts on t-shirts that they'd like to see, we can get some new ones in the store too.
Absolutely, that sounds great. So thank you for sharing some of your holiday music picks with us. And guys, thank you for watching this video. Let us know what some of your holiday favorite songs are, and we'll continue the conversation in the comments below. For Eric Griggs, the Pop Trash Museum, Cereal at Midnight, thank you very much. Take care. Until next time, we will catch you later.